Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Toria's Crochet, and in today's video we'll be making this crochet bow hair clip. This is a trendy hair clip. If you're a girlies girl, you should know this hair clip. This hair clip is the trendy thing right now, so I thought to like make it in in a crochet form for people that wants to like do theirs themselves. So this is the hair clip. See how pretty it is in this color. And I have like a clip behind here. This is what it looks like. This is a hair clip, and this clip you can remove it and fit into any other hairband. Like let's say you have like 4 different colors of this bow hair clip, so you can use one clip for all 4, because you're not going to use 4 of them at the same time. So on the different occasion you'll be using the hair clips, you can use this particular clip for all 4. So this is the hair clip, guys. So let's get right into the video. So for these tutorials I'll be needing yarns. Of course, I'll be using 2 colors for this one we'll be using, and I will need a quarter. I will be needing clips and a 4.0mm hook. If you can't get hold of this particular clip, you can as well make use of the regular clip. This one is very much accessible. You can get it anywhere around your area. So if you cannot get this, you can actually get this. This will actually serve you, but I feel this is more prettier, and it's firm and it's strong. It will help you grip your hair properly, but this can actually serve the purpose too. So you just have to go in here like this and use it to clip your hair. So whichever you can lay your hands on is perfect. So to get started, we are going to be using this yarn. As we all know, we double yarns here because of the kind of yarns I use. So yeah. So these yarns are lightweight yarn. That's if you're new here and this is your first video you're watching on this channel. We double yarns here because of the kinds of yarns I use. So this is a 40-gram weight yarn. So I double it because it's actually a lightweight yarn and because of the strands. So I want like a thick texture. That's why I double my yarns. So I'll go ahead and make a slip knot just like this. And I will chain 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20. So I'm going to chain 2 more. 1, 2, 22. So I'm going to count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on the 6th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on the 6th, I will place a double crochet. I will chain 2. 1, 2. And I will count 2. 1, 2. And go into the 3rd space here with a double crochet. I will chain 2, and I'll go into the 3rd space with a double crochet. I will chain 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and on the 3rd here, I will place a double crochet. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and on the 3rd, I'll place a double crochet. So I am placing a double crochet after every 2 stitch. 1, 2, and on the 3rd, I will place a double crochet. And this is our last stitch here. So I'm just going to chain 2 and go into the last stitch with a double crochet. So this is it, guys. This is what we have here right now. So going forward, I will chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will turn my work and go into the double crochet here, and I'll place a double crochet on top of the double crochet. I will chain 2, 1, 2, and go into the double crochet here. I will chain 2, 1, 2, and go into on top of the double crochet with a double crochet, chain 2 all the way to the last stitch. 1, 2, 1, 2. So this is our last stitch. Remember, this is our stitch that we started 5 double crochet. So what I'm going to do is I will chain 2 and I will count 2 stitch here. 1, 2, and I will place a double crochet on the 3rd stitch. So this is what it should look like. So I am going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn my work, come here and place a double crochet. Chain 2, place a double crochet. Chain 2, place a double crochet. Chain 2, place a double crochet. Chain 2 and place a double crochet. Chain 2 and place a double crochet. Chain 2. We are at the edge here, so I'm going to count 1, 2, and on the 3rd stitch here, I'm going to place a double crochet. So basically, this is what you'll be doing all the way, and this is the part we are trying to do. This bow part, this bow area, the upper part, this area, this is what we are trying to do. So you will make this total of 20, 25 rows, 30 rows, depends on how big you want your bow to be. So you make this a total of 30 rows or 20 rows of 30, whichever way you feel it's enough to give you the kind of bold bow tie you want or the bow area you want, because this is actually the upper part. So this is what we are doing. So I'm going to continue till I get to the length I want. Chain 5, turn your work and place a double crochet all the way down. Chain 2, count to 1, 2, 3. So you're going to continue to the length you want. This is a total of 29 rows, almost 30 rows, and this is enough to give me the size of bow I need. So you're just going to fold this into two parts like this, and we are going to be slip stitching, or we are going to be slip stitching here. We're going to close this part here with a slip stitch or a single crochet. So let's get that done. So this is where I ended the previous row, so I'm just going to continue with that loop. So I'm just going to go into the edge here on the other end. So I'm just going to go in there. Sorry. So you're just going to go in there, pull your work. So I'm going to use a single crochet to close this end. So I'm just going to single crochet. So I'm going to be single crocheting both sides together. Come to where you made a chain 2, connect to the other part of and single crochet. Pick here, pick this other part and single crochet. This is a chain 2 space. Pick in between, pick the other part and single crochet. peak. So you're going to be single crocheting all the way down. So I have this chain 5 space here left and this other edge, so I'm just going to place one single crochet and place the other on the second chain. I'm going to chain 1, pull my work, then cut. So I am done slip stitching with a single crochet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it like this to the other side. So this is it, guys. So this is the edge where we slipped. So I'm slip stitch. This is the edge where we slip stitched. So I'm going to make sure this edge is in the middle, just like this. Make sure that edge where you slip stitch in the middle, that is where we are going to be creating our bow. So that way when you create our bow like this, you're not going to have like a rough edge. So you're going to place that the part where you slip stitch, where our slip stitches where we join together in the middle. I'm done with this part of the bow tie, which is this part that we just finished. So this is the part we are moving on to right now. This is the part we are moving on to right now. So for this part, we are going to start by creating a slip knot, just like this, and I'm going to chain 5. 1 2 3 4 5. I'm going to yarn over and come into this very first chain here with a double crochet. So I'm going to place a double crochet here in the very first chain. So moving forward, I will chain 5. 1 2 3 4 5. I will turn my work, yarn over, and come into this very first stitch here where we placed. This is our chain 5, and this is the stitch where we placed our chain 5. I'm going to place a double crochet there. I will chain 2, 1 2, and this was our chain 5 where we started. I'm going to yarn over and I will count to 1 2, and on the third stitch I will place a double crochet. So now we have 3 here. So I'm going to chain 5. 1 2 3 4 5. I will turn my work and go into the very first stitch here where our chain 5 is connected from here with a double crochet. I'm going to chain 2, place a double crochet in this space. I will chain 2 and place a double crochet. 1 2 3 4 5. Sorry, 1 2 3. Where we chain our chain 5, I'll count 3 and place another double crochet. So what we are basically doing is we are increasing. So I'm going to chain 5. 1 2 3 4 5. Turn my work and I'm going to go into the stitch here where our chain 5 is connected with a double crochet. I will chain 2, place a double crochet in this stitch, chain 2, place a double crochet in this stitch, chain 2 and count 3, 1 2 3, and place a double crochet in this stitch. So basically what we are doing, we are increasing. Remember when we started we had 2, from 2 we had 3, now we have 4, now we have 5. So you're going to chain 5 again, 1 2 3 4 5, return your work and place a double crochet here, chain 2 and place a double crochet in every space here till you get to the edge. Place a double crochet here, chain 2, place a double crochet here, chain 2, place a double crochet here, chain 2, count 3, 1 2 3, and on the third stitch I'll place a double crochet. So as you can see, as we are going down the row, triangle, the shape is coming out just like this one. So we are going to increase, let's count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. We are going to increase one more time, then I will show you what to do going forward. So I'm going to place one more increase at this edge. So I'm just going to chain 5, 1 2 3 4 5, turn my work, I place a double crochet in the same space, the first stitch here. I will chain 2 and go all the way around. Count 3, place it on the third chain here. So this was our last row of increase. So moving forward, I won't be placing any other increase. So what I'll be doing moving forward is I will chain 5, 1 2 3 4 5. I will turn my work. I won't be placing a double crochet in this first stitch, just we will be doing all along for the increase. So what I'll be doing now is I'll just move to the second stitch here. I'll just move to the second stitch here and I'll place a double crochet there, chain 2, double crochet, 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 chain 2, double crochet. So there was no increase on this row. So moving forward, I won't be increasing anymore. So I will just start by chaining 5. I'll turn my work, I'll move into the next stitch here and place a double crochet. So for better understanding, remember for when we're doing our increase, when I chain 5, I will go into this very stitch here with a double crochet. But when we are not doing increase, I will just chain 5 and then move into the next stitch with a double crochet. I don't know if that makes sense. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll be knitting normal all the way. So this row is not an increase row. I'll just be knitting normal. Sorry. So I'll just be knitting normal. I'll just be knitting normal all the way. I'll just be knitting normal all the way. So I will crochet normal without an increase for the next 15 rows. I'll crochet normal for the next 15 rows, and I'll come back and show you how I did a decrease. Okay, so I know I said I wanted to make like 15 rows of no increase, but I decided to like extend the whole thing to 20 rows. So this is 20 rows of no increase. So I did an increase to this point, and from this point to this point I didn't place an increase. I just crocheted normal from this point to this point without placing an increase. So moving forward from here, we are going to be decreasing because we want the end. Remember this, from this one we have the two edge looking like a triangle, as like a leaf like structure. So we want the edge of this to look like this edge. Sorry, let me bring it close, to look like this edge. So to achieve this, we are going to be placing reduction, which is our decrease from this end down to this point. So to get that done, you're going to be chaining 1, you turn your work, and you go into this very first stitch here with a half double crochet. So remember when we were making our regular midge rows or stitch for the other rows, we chained 5 and then we moved forward to placing a double crochet in each stitch till the edge. But for the reduction, we are not going to be chaining 5. We are just going to chain 1, turn our work, and place a half double crochet here. So moving forward, I'm going to chain 2, and I'm going to be skipping this very first stitch here, and I'll move to the second stitch here with a double crochet. I will chain 2, and I will double crochet in every stitch all the way down to the last stitch. So this is our last stitch. I'm going to count 3 and place a double crochet here. So moving forward, we are not going to be chaining 5 anymore to start a new row. So I will just chain 1, turn my work, go into this very first stitch here with the half double crochet. I will chain 2 and half double. I will skip this very stitch here and go into this stitch here with a double crochet. When you get to this very first stitch where we did our first half double crochet, you're going to place 1 double crochet there, So our reduction has started. We've done 2 rows of decrease, so this is our 3rd row of decrease. So I'll chain 1, turn my work, and go into this very first stitch with half double crochet. I will skip this, chain 2, skip this very first, and go into this with 1 double crochet, chain 2, one double crochet till the end. When you get to this point where there's half double crochet, you place a double crochet there. Chain 1, turn your work, half double crochet. So you're going to be repeating this same process, this here, and I'm going to the other stitch here. You skip 1 stitch and move to the next stitch with a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 1, turn your work, half double crochet in the first stitch, chain 2, skip this and move to the next, chain 2, double crochet. So we have 3 stitch left here, so I'm going to chain 1, turn my work, half double crochet here, chain 2, skip this and move to the end here with a double crochet. So basically we are done with the decrease. This edge, as you can see, this edge is looking like this edge at this point. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to chain 1, pull, and then cut to end. So this is both parts. So what we are going to do now, we are going to create our bow hair clip out of these 2 different set of crochet pieces that I've made. So I'm going to, like I said, you're going to position this in the middle because you're going to be like seaming it this way. You seam like this to give us that bow tie or that bow look. So I'll show you how to attach this to this to give us this. But before that, we are going to be using this color to go around this, to go around our edge. It's with a shell stitch. So I will be placing shell stitch all the way around the edges here, so it will give us like a very beautiful look. I actually did a shell stitch in this one. As you can see, I placed a shell stitch in this one, but I didn't place on this other one because I wanted it to be plain on this other side. So whatever design you want, you can actually decide to leave it at that, but I decided to like attach the same color. I want to use it for the shell stitch all the way around this. So I will show you how to get that done. So I want to go around this edge with the shell stitch. So to get that done, you're going to create a slip knot and you're going to go into this point. You're going to pick a stitch here and you go in this way, you chain 1, and in this same space I'm going to be placing 3 single crochet. So I will go in 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 single crochet here. So on this chain 2 space, I'm going to be slip stitching. So I've slip stitched in that chain 2 space, and on this stitch here, I will place single crochet. So I'm just going to go in here and place 3 single crochet. And on this chain 2 space, I will slip stitch. On this space here, 3 single crochet. and on this chain 2 space I will slip stitch. So basically what you're doing is you're placing 3 single crochet on the stitch, on every stitch, and on the chain 2 space you slip stitch. So basically that's what you'll be doing. So single crochet in every stitch, 3 single crochet in every stitch, and you slip stitch on the chain 2 space. So that's what you'll be doing all the way around. So you're going to repeat the same process all the way around till you get to this point, and you will do same for the down part. Remember, 3 single crochet in every stitch, and you slip stitch in the chain 2 space. So you're going to repeat same process all the way around till you get to this point. So I have 1 stitch here left, so I'm just going to go into that stitch with 3 single crochet. And I'm going to slip stitch into this space here to end. Chain 1, cut. So this is what it looks like after placing the shell stitch on both sides. So like I said, this one has shell stitch too, but you can't see it because I used same color of yarn to place the shell stitch, but if you look closely you will see the shell stitch. So I wanted to place like shell stitch here on this one, but I have a change of mind, so I will not be placing a shell stitch on this one. So I think this is enough. So moving forward, we are going to be creating a hair clip. So let's see how to get this together. So I am going to be using this needle. I've already threaded the needle. I thread the needle with iron, so I'm just going to tie this edge here. So to do that, you're going to be sewing this middle. So you're going to fold this middle like this. Make sure it's at the middle. So make sure this is at the middle. So I'm going to be sewing both sides. So what I'm going to do is I will go in with my needle like this. I don't know if you can see. I'll go in like this. I'll go back like this. So I'm trying to make sure the whole thing fits into my needle. So this is what I did. Then you pull out. So you're going to go in and you pick the edge. So you're going to be sewing both sides. Don't know if this is bright enough. So this is what our bow should look like. We still have our thread dangling here. So sometimes if you don't want to go through this whole procedure of using your needle to sew through, or if this is going to be a very difficult process for you, what you should do is you just get 2 strands or 3 strands of yarn, and then you go around like this in the middle. That's if you don't want to sew, it's not compulsory. You just go around till it's firm enough. And this pattern also works, but I just prefer the needle thing because I feel it's firmer and it works for me too. So if that is difficult, so you can just go with the second pattern. Just get 3 strands of yarns or 4, and then just tie around, pull to be very tight like this, and then you can proceed from there. But I'm going to be using the needle method, so both method works. So just know the one that works for you. So I'm going to be sewing till it's firm. So this is firm, so I'm going to bring this. So this, you're going to make sure is at the middle, but before then you're going to be ending this one. So I'm going to go in again one more time. So we are done with this part. So for this part, you're going to make sure they are on equal side. So I'm going to tie the edge of this again, and we are going to pick the middle. This is the middle, so I'm just going to go in just the way I did. Just go in through that line all the way. So this is what it should look like. You're going to go back. So this is what it should look like at this point. We've seamed the middle, so I'm just going to place this. So you're going to choose whichever way you want to be behind, either here or here, but let's just use here. So I'm just going to place this here like this in the middle, and I'm going to sew in. So this is what it should look like at this point. So moving forward, I'm going to go around with the leftover here and here. So the reason why I'm doing all of this is because I want it to be very firm and tight. I don't want it, sorry, this is going out of the camera. I'll just try to keep my hands here. So I'm going to go around with the leftover here and just round after sewing. So the reason why I am doing all of this is because I want it to be very firm, like very firm. I want it to stand the test of time, that you can use it for as long as you want. So I'm just going to go around with the leftover like this. Then you cut. So this is our bow, guys, but we are going to be we will give it a fine finishing. So to give it a fine finishing, we are going to be placing a band on this rough edge here, the whole tying thing that we did here, so it won't look rough. So to do that, we are going to be crocheting this. To crochet this, I'll be using this color. So I'm just going to create a slip knot, and I will chain 5. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you chain 1. I'm going to skip the one you just chain and go into the next stitch, the next chain, with a single crochet. So you're going to be single crocheting chain 1, turn your work and place single crochet. Chain 1, so you're going to be single crocheting till you can go around this point, round till this point. The whole thing can connect from here to here. So I'll show you how that looks like, or what that looks like. So you just keep single crocheting till as long as you want. So basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to like create a band. So I'm done with the band, so I'm just going to go around so I'm just going to go around the middle here with the band, just like this. And another thing you should note is when you're making the band, it's better for the band to be smaller than for it to be too big, because if it's bigger than the middle, you're going to have like a saggy band. It's going to be sagging. So it's better for it to be firm, and for it to be firm, it should be smaller. It should be 1 row or 2 rows smaller. That way you will force it to like attach, and when you're done, seaming the both edge together, your band is going to sit on the particular spot you placed it. So I will pull this and this together, and I'm going to go in here with my crochet hook, and I will pull the loop. This is a loop. I will pull the loop and I will chain one. So I'll be slip stitching together. So I will go into this very first edge here, and I'll connect it to this other edge, yarn over, pull through, and then you slip stitch. Go in here, go in here, yarn over, pull, and slip stitch. Slip stitch. So you're going to do that till you have joined both sides together. So this is the last. I've joined both sides together, so I'm just going to chain one, pull my work, and then so time to hide excess. So this is our hairband, guys. So we are going to get our clip. This is our clip, and you're just going to go inside the hairband like this with our clip. You either use this one or you use this one, whichever one works for you. You can decide to use that, or whichever one you can access, you can decide to go with that. So this is a hairband, guys. So this is what it looks like. So I'm going to like finish up this edge here. So this is a hair clip, guys. This is what it looks like after everything. This is the second one. So if you like this, you should try this. Thank you guys for watching this tutorial, and please try to engage. And if this comes up in your for you page, please just try to like give it a share, a thumbs up, so that YouTube will know how relevant this tutorial is, so they can be recommending to other people. See you guys in the next one. Bye.